Thank you, Madam President. I just have a few things to add. I first want to affirm my colleagues, Senator Swadzinski and Senator Kunish. I stand proudly with so many other teachers. I've been a teacher for about 30 years, granted at the post-secondary level, but I call myself a good teacher, and I frankly have a few awards to prove it. If you ask any of your children, adult or child age, what makes a good teacher, they're not going to say, well, I really like the teachers that are not flexible. I really like the teachers that just teach us what they planned on that day, and there's no room for meeting the moment, much like Senator Swadzinski talked about. You know, I teach highway design. I don't even teach current events. And I will have a student ask me, I mean, granted, I teach college, so it's different, but as an example, I'll have a student ask me, you know, I was driving this weekend and I saw this thing, what is that about? A good teacher will say, well, let's talk about that. I mean, I think that's one of the reasons that I have won so many teaching awards is because like Senator Swadzinski and Senator Kunish, Senator Putnam, I'm sure, Senator Murphy, we have a lot of teachers in this room. We will take a student's question and apply it to their life. Now, I try to keep track of when I do that daily. I'll make notes to myself, and if I'm thinking of all my primary school colleagues who are teachers having to then translate that, get it out to parents, I can't imagine anything more disincentivizing than reporting. I did talk to my superintendent at Wayzata Public Schools just this morning. I said, Chase, we're hearing Senate File 2666 today. Do you think that's an effective means of increasing parent-teacher interaction? And he said, well, I think it's effective. I hope he doesn't mind I'm quoting him, but it's effective at getting more people out at teaching because one more time we're adding to the list of constraints on teachers when they're already exhausted. I happen to open up my university email just now and I see an email from a student right at the top. Hey, Ann, I haven't seen that you've graded that assignment from yesterday yet. Students and their parents have an opportunity daily because of technology to interact with teachers, and it happens all the time. Senator Swadzinski, we don't call it Moodle anymore, we call it Canvas. And I'm thinking of when I was a kid, the way parents interacted with teachers and vice versa is we had a note pinned to our shirt. I'm sure there's others in the room that are old enough to remember that. Nowadays, I can't tell you how many emails I get from students. I don't get them from parents because my students are adults. But daily, as a parent myself, I was emailing my daughter's teachers and staying in constant contact. Just one more thing to affirm what Senator Isaacson said, who, by the way, is also a teacher. Several of us went out yesterday to stand in solidarity with our teacher friends from Minneapolis Public Schools. And I was watching them, thinking of my own parents who were public school teachers and who struck for teacher contract negotiations back in 1970. I felt very proud to stand there, and I was looking at them thinking these are the best people in the world, and what are we doing for them? They weren't out there with their hands in the air yelling, more teacher requirements, more syllabi requirements. They were calling out smaller class sizes, living pay, just one job. Support our teachers. This is not a way to do it. I am 100% voting no on this, and I hope my colleagues do the same. Thank you, Mr. President.